Hey guys, back in the doghouse today. It's cold outside today, so we gotta come in here. I do some little bit of work. But I want to make another tool for myself. It's not really a tool; it's a stand to hold my tools. I got a shrinker stretcher from a buddy of mine. He's not using it anymore. He said, "Hey, you want it?" I said, "Sure." So I took it. I love free. These are good ones anyway. So I got to make a stand for it. I want to use a foot stand instead of clamping it to my workbench and doing it that way. It's a lot easier with a foot stand. And so hang around, see what I want to do, and how I want to do it. Here we go. Yeah, so it's a little chilly today, -9 Celsius, -60 or +16 Fahrenheit. So all you guys down in the States, I guess that's pretty warm. Sorry, Rocket Pat. I know it's not warm. It was, cold is cold no matter what number it is. Anyway, let's go to my metal rack and find something to work on. We'll work with. Whoop. Let's find some metal. So here's my shrinker stretchers, made in the US of A. Can't go wrong there. And here's the other one here. Yeah, not made in China, so there's heavy as hell, so I guess weight doesn't mean a whole lot. But anyway, let's go find some steel. Yeah, so we've got channel. Yeah, we got a little bit here. Not tons, but we got some heavy angle. We got some pipe, big pipe. We got lots of this little 1/2-inch pipe. Well, 1/2 inch inside, 3/4 outside. Got lots of square tubing. More square tubing. We've got C-channel. We got 2.5 by 2.5 here. Got some 2 by 3 here. Yeah, we got some more channel here. More angle. Yeah, I think we have enough. Find some little pieces here and there and weld them up. Yeah, that's what we can do. Yeah, it's just cold outside. Okay, let's pull some of this out and put a pile together. Okay, here's some stuff we got. Figured I'd use this piece of heavy angle here. I cut it in two and use that for my tops. I'd use this here for my stand. It's sitting right about waist height. Then once I put my legs on, bring it up a little bit. I'd use this here as my base. My legs here, weld that on there, get it up a little bit, so that's yeah, right about my hip bone, so I think that'd be a comfortable height. And then I got these there. I got this piece of 1 by 2. I'm going to use that as my my arms here to operate it. Go across there. There, and I got this this pipe here. I can use that for my my activators, if you want to call it that. Go that activate my from my foot stand to my base, or my foot stand to the shrinker stretcher. Use that little piece as my foot thingy. That'll be like that. Then I need, oh yeah, I still need to get some steel to go from here to here to attach these together. So we'll find that and put that in the pile. Okay, while I was gathering up my materials, I had a brain fart, and I'm going to make one stand, but I want to make interchangeable heads on it, so I can have my bead roller on it one time, or I can have my shrinker stretcher on it another time, or a vise on it, or whatever. I got the idea from DD Speed Shop. Brent over at Half-Ass Custom made that for him. I figured, well, shit, that'd be a lot better. So anyway, I got this here cut, and I got this 2x2 with all the holes in it. I can even make it adjustable to a certain degree. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So hang around, guys, and see what happens. Well, I got my base cut. I got my 3 stands cut. I've got this here cut. That's going to be my insert. Got 2 pieces of angle iron cut. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to weld these 2 together. Then I'm going to weld this on here. And then this. And this whole thing here will go in here. There, so if I take this, put it inside of here, I can adjust it to wherever I want. I can take the rest of my finishing nail, stick it in here. That'll hold that, and I can adjust this to whatever height I want. But I'll put a shrinker on this side, stretcher on that side. Yeah, that's a plan. So stick around, we'll see what else we can do. That'll hold it together. There, we're all welded up. Just have to clean it up and paint it. Then, yeah, it should be done. So what I got to do now is drill some holes here for my shrinker stretcher. See here, here's one piece of angle, another piece of angle, and here's that perforated piping that I got, and I just cut a slit down the center, and then inserted this here and welded it down here down the bottom, welded here. Then I drilled a couple holes in the bottom to hold the bases, and that's all it is. And like I say, I got the holes here, which works out good. I can adjust it to whatever height I want. I probably won't adjust it after I get it permanently installed, but it's good that I have that option, just in case Keith wants to use it. Keith is taller than I am. He's 6'1", 6'2", or something like that. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Just a couple pieces of angle iron. This angle is 6 inches. I think if I was to do it again, I'd make these here probably about 8 inches, because you have to stagger them. Oh, I got these here mounted, one way and one the other way. And one thing I kind of forgot about was that you have to stagger these, because when you put the metal in, you got to have room for it. And if you put them right even, then, well, one's going to hit the other. So anyway, you gotta stagger them a wee bit. So anyway, we're going to continue on with the rest of it, and try not to get hurt in the meantime. Okay guys, this is what I got mocked up so far. I got one side mocked up. I got my shrinker and stretcher on my pedestal here. I got one bar here. Got my foot pedal here. And I got my spring. It's a fairly long spring. It's the only spring I could get at the local hardware store. But anyway, concept is, here's my foot pedal. That's going to be adjusted later. But anyway, push down on it. Push down here, close the handle here, bend my piece here. Very simple. Now I'll just build one for the other side. Should be good. So here's a close-up of it. Okay, here's my base. Here's my base, just some 2x2, and my pedestal here is 2.5 inch coming up. Here's how I got my arm. I got this piece welded in here. Here's my pivot point here, just got a 1/2 inch bolt run through here. Now I'm gonna weld this here. Right here, so this bolt won't be, or this nut won't be coming off. Then I put some washers in here just so it doesn't bind. There is no specific spot I have for my spring. I just have a nail here that I weld on here and bent it over, and my spring going up. And here's my bar. I don't know if this is going to be strong. I think this here will be strong enough. It's only like 1 inch by 1/4 inch. Flat bar that I had laying around, and I just have it with a self-tapping screw here and a self-tapping screw here. I'm going to take them out and actually put bolts in it, because those self-tappers, they'll just snap off, no problem whatsoever. And then I just have a self-tapper here and my little nail here. I'm going to change this here to something more solid. I'll probably weld a little 1/4 inch bolt here, or something a bit more sturdy, because I don't want it breaking. Anyway, it's a fairly simple setup. Here's the back of it. Here's my upright. Here's my bar coming across here. It's welded on here. And then my pivot point here. Then my pivot point there. Very simple setup. Now I'm just going to build one for the other side, going that way. And then I'll have a double shrinker stand. So anyway, I'll bring you back later and show you what I ended up with. Stick around, guys. Okay, we're going to start right from the base. The base I made out of 2x2 square tubing. I just made a cross. Then I welded this 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square tubing on top of it. Just all scrap that I had laying around in my shop. But anyway, I just made my legs come out 10 inches each way. That way it's sturdy all 4 sides. My base, which is just the yellow part, I have that at 34 inches. Now you can make this whatever you want. This is just a comfortable height for me. I'm 5'9", and so I made this here so it's a comfortable height. So just the base alone, the yellow part is 34 inches. And then I got my stand. I'll show you the stand after. These arms, which are the foot pedals, I still have to make a pedal for my foot. These are 30 inches. Both are 30 inches. Why 30 inches? Because that just seems to be the length that I want. I might cut these down to whatever kind of suits me better later, but right now, that's what they are. And this little part here, my other part for my swivel, those are 8.5 inches. These are just ballpark figures that I picked out. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I did. These rods here, they're only 1/8 inch by 3/4 inch. It's just stuff that I had laying around. It doesn't have to be that size. These springs, I think when they're totally compressed, they're 12 inches. No, they're 8 inches. The only reason I'm using 8 inch is because this is the only one. This is about the best size that I can find at the hardware store. I'd rather have shorter ones and stronger, but this is what they had. And I just drilled a hole through here, through this part and through this part here. Put in a 1/2 inch bolt. I put washers on either side just so it wouldn't jam. And probably what I'm going to do is either use Loctite on the back on this nut, or I'm just going to put a little spot weld so this nut doesn't come off. I'm not 100% sure yet. And these bars here, well, from the handle to the end is approximately 2 feet. And my handles here, they're about 10 inches because they go inside. You go inside here. So these here are about 10 inches. I don't know what else I can tell you. So these here I have welded onto the main beam. And then I just got my 1/2 inch bolt through here. I have that crosser about 6 inches from here to the bottom of this here. And I just have it welded all the way around. And like I said, I just have this here. That's a comfortable height I got for me. And I just welded a nail on here, bent it over to hold my spring. And just have a little 1/4 inch bolt up here to hold the other end of the spring. So anyway, I'll take the top off now and I'll show you what I got here. Okay guys, here's my shrinker stretcher mounted on my base. What my base is 2 pieces of angle, like this angle here, 2-inch angle. I just cut 2 pieces and I welded them together. See, you have to stagger these here. You can't have them like this here because you got to go in here for put your metal in, you know. So if you have metal in here and you got your other jaw right by here, you really can't move. And I forgot about that when I made it, so I had to offset my holes and move one back. You don't have to move it back that far, just as long as the throat of the striker stretcher is ahead of this one here, and the arm, this sort of stuff. So just keep that in mind, just to stagger them. But anyway, that's it, guys. I just have to paint it and put it together and start with something else. There you go, guys. That was my idea of a multi-purpose stand for my shop. Like I said, I wanted to get a multi-purpose stand so I don't have 3 or 4 stands stuck in my road. My shop's not that big. It's only 1,200 square foot. So anyway, I'll just make other attachments to go on here, like my bead roller and this sort of stuff. And so if you like it, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.